Welcome back. It's the Call of Duty Championship presented by Xbox. I'm Haster alongside Benson, and we have Epsilon facing off versus Faze. Huge match. If you're just joining us, this is a money match. This is a match that will guarantee one of these teams.
Oh, no. I thought you meant it's a money match.
Oh, yeah.
That's more important. That's what the people care about.
We have a dollar bet between each other.
I'm going to make it rain.
But first and foremost, it is a money match between these two teams.
I guess that's maybe.
The winner will guarantee at least a top 6 finish here and a place in the money, as well as a spot in the upper bracket semifinal. This is still the upper bracket. Neither of these teams have lost yet. So, big-time match.
Massive
And meanwhile, I have taken Epsilon to win 3-2. Benson has taken Faze to win. I don't know what the score he called was, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's just a
regardless, we're going to have a great matchup. It is tied 1-1 in the series, and we're going to jump into the game right now. We're going to be on board with Proofy from Faze, who's been hot all this match so far, and it is going to be Blitz on Freight.
Yeah, it's Blitz on Freight, and we've actually joined just a couple of seconds late into the game. Proof already with that one cap, so they're starting very well, but it looks like Epsilon are going to reply in tune. That was King Jerd himself, 4-1 with the cap, and it looks like as well, Swanee. Oh, I was going to say, if you can get Swanee that back lumber spot, that is just going to be lethal. It really is. Such a dominant play to be there. However, Faze have someone about to run it in. They get it as well. Who was that man? It was Classic. Nicely done from him. And Faze actually trying to set up the relay. That's going to get shut down pretty quick as Classic just maybe thinking about just going for another one.
Yeah, and now you have a battle for middle map control at the moment. Classic jumping around the corner here. Wow, what a shot by Classic. Just bouncing around. Huge play out of Classic. Can he put this cap through? Yes, he can. Massive. Classic going big in this Blitz. And if I've watched Classic do well, a lot of times it's in Blitz gameplays. He is a very good Blitz player, and I think that's what adds to Faze's success here. I mean, Classic can go off here in Blitz in these respawn game modes at any moment, and I just feel like he feels comfortable with this Blitz game mode the most.
Oh, absolutely. He's just so good as Faze have kind of just set up in the Epsilon base. It's going to be 5-2. That escalated very quickly. No one really rotating back to their base from Epsilon. However, Epsilon have got one player in the form of Flux. He was pushing that left-hand side. Nothing picked up from him. Tommy, he is behind now. However, one player has snuck through. It's going to be Jerd. He should be able to cap this, but no, the stuns come through. And JCap, fantastic defensive plays from him. That's going to leave Flux last alive for a couple of seconds. And Faze, they can push out the base.
And there you see Flux taking an errant corner turn right there. So Faze doing a great job locking down Epsilon, making sure they're playing a little defense on their own capture point. And Epsilon having a tough time just kind of getting into that Faze base and getting caps. So right now we see Flux on your screen. He's aiming middle map, and you see Replays was going for that capture. He didn't manage to get through. Epsilon playing some great defense. Now Classic of Faze on your screen. He's pushing in for a capture as well, picking up a big kill, but he gets shut down by Jerd, playing a little defense on his point as well. But right now it looks like Faze has a very safe base. So Faze is playing in middle map. They've got that middle map control, and Epsilon's just fighting to get across.
I'm curious to see if Epsilon can try and slay their way out, because right now it just isn't working. You know, you have players like Jerd and Swanee, you can both drop serious digits, Flux and Tommy included in that as well. But right now, Faze just are not putting their foot off the gas pedal. Just consistent momentum and just getting straight to that Epsilon base and putting them on the back foot. And Epsilon right now just cannot keep on the same speed as Faze. They just really are taking it to the next level. And whenever they kind of do get that map control, they immediately get taken out.
Yeah, and it's rough right now. Faze really locking it down. They've added another cap to the board. It's 6-2 at the moment. Tommy now on your screen. He is trying to get through here desperately. Right now there is a player near him, so he's got to be careful. Picking up a big kill right there. He's going to try and jump this one through, but no. Classic making the plays again. Coming through there, picking up that big kill, denying Epsilon another capture. Great defense out of Faze this game. That's got to be the story of the game so far, is just Faze's defense on their own capture point. They are just not allowing Epsilon to get through, and at the same time not giving them many chances.
That's the big thing. They really are reducing the amount of times Epsilon have snuck through. And you know, they're doing that with just aggressive pushes. They really are keeping Epsilon on the back foot. Let's have a look now at the screen of Tommy in the last 40 seconds. Him and his team 6-2 down. And, actually getting a couple of stray hit markers there through the tin. He's going to pick up that kill as well. Now Epsilon, can they try and reduce the deficit? There's going to be one more player alive. It's Flux. He's right at the very back. He's going to get shut down by replays. And once again, the base defense from Faze just proving too strong. But, Jerd, the last couple of seconds, he just stuck behind someone. He is going to run that in. Fantastic play coming from him. And that should end the first side 6-3 unless Faze can have one final push.
Oh, they're pushing for it. Faze is definitely making the push right now. Replay's coming in. He's looking for the kill before he caps. He can't get it, and no, that's going to be a 6-3 lead for Faze heading into the second half. And what do you think, Benson? This is looking pretty solid for Faze right now, but at the same time, I think this is not enough to kind of guarantee them the victory. They're going to have to go into the second side and still play as hard as they can.
Oh, it's definitely not enough. And definitely, you look at Jerd, you look at Swanee, Tommy, Flux, all these players can catch fire at any given time. And you need more than 3 points against a team like Epsilon. I mean, we saw what Epsilon did to Optic earlier on in the day. And now they are kind of struggling a little bit against this Faze lineup. It is all level in this series, one apiece. However, Faze with that 6-3 lead on board with Jerd, who is widely regarded as one of the best, if not the best player from Europe in Black Ops 2. Let's see what he can do. Runs another cap in. That was a trade. 3 for 3. Has his teammates over in the enemy base. And Swanee has actually pushed all the way back to try and get some spawn kills. If he can get a couple of kills, it's going to help his team out. Sadly, can't do it. Tommy's going to go down as well. Flux is dead. They did get a cap, though, just before all that went down.
All 4 players, though, down for Epsilon. And here comes Faze. All 4 players for Faze now pushed up on the Epsilon base. Classic coming in, opening up with a big kill right there. And Faze might go for this cap pretty quickly here. Replay's down with the teammate up top. They're going to get one. Replay's still positioned up top inside that Epsilon base. Epsilon now actually going for the overextend as well. Replay's picking up another kill. So this is bad news for Epsilon at the moment. Faze just slaying away. And this might get out of hand here, Benson. But you see that Epsilon does put a capture through. I'm not sure why Replay's hasn't jumped through yet. I know his teammate just jumped in, but Replays has kind of been lingering around here for quite a while.
I don't think he realized everyone is actually pushed out. He's completely wide open to get the cap. Now he needs to try and help his team out on defense. There's going to be one Epsilon player. He's going to get through as well. So still at that 3-point deficit for Epsilon. Can they come back into this game? There's another couple of Faze players who they're essentially fighting over who's going to get the caps now, Hastro. It's starting to get a little out of hand. Epsilon need to rotate back to their own base, but they are consistently trading. But have they got enough numbers to get even more kills? It doesn't look like there's anyone from Epsilon that's going to stop any of these caps from Faze. Lead now at 4 points. However, look at Faze's base. Epsilon, they're there, but this is the problem, Hastro. When you're behind, you can't do this. You can't just trade cap for cap because you're not going to get anywhere.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's why I'm kind of bamboozled at what Epsilon is doing, but it's starting to work out, to be quite honest. They're just trying to force Faze to come back to their base more and try and rely on picking up the kills in the Faze base. And I don't know. It seemed to kind of work. It was an interesting strategy, don't you think?
Yeah, it was
just let Faze continue to kind of cap in your base and try to just get lucky and pick one off as you get returned to your base off of a capture. I don't know. I mean, I like what they did. I mean, it kind of worked. They're back now within 2 as opposed to 3 or 4. So here we go. On board with Swanee. Swanee's actually right there inside this base for Faze, but he gets taken out. Stayed a little too close to the windows right there. And now we're on board with Tommy.
Tommy, the most advanced Epsilon player in terms of map control. He goes down. Swanee now last man standing for his team. Picks up a crucial kill. One player has snuck through. That 2-piece was all fantastic gun skill and all, but one Faze player sneaking all the way around the outside towards that back limit. There's going to be one more player in the form of Classic. 3 seconds left before the Blitz portal opens up. Can Classic go big for Faze? It's going to be wide open. No! Denied from up top. Tommy with a huge stop. The lead back at 3. Replays is going to push it straight back out to 4. And you have to say, when Epsilon aren't in Faze's base, their defense just doesn't seem strong enough.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And now Tommy and Flux left alive here for Epsilon. 15-10 now the score. Faze is starting to run away with it a little bit.
Yep, that's a 5-point lead. That's the biggest lead I think we've seen so far. Jerd looking at putting it back down to 4. This is a huge gunfight. Classic's going to win it. Last minute and a half. Swanee runs 1 home. Puts it straight back down to 4. Faze, though, they have that map control. And they also have this man highlighted on your minimap, Proof, sneaking all the way around that side. That's going to be another cap for Faze.
Yep, there it is. 16-11 now is the score. Faze looking very strong headed into the last minute of this game type. It is Blitz on Freight, and right now it looks like Faze is going to be the big winner in this map number 3. They'll be leading the series 2-1 over Epsilon. Epsilon now 1 map away from being knocked into the lower bracket. Faze 1 map away from being pushed in to the top 6 here. That will guarantee them thousands of dollars and a huge shot and a great path to that Call of Duty championship.
More importantly, it guarantees me $1.
It guarantees Benson $1.
Just saying, that's clearly the most important.
Which equals about 45 cents in the UK.
Yep.
Which is also sad.
Profit. But it's also sad. Says a lot about the economy right now.
Anytime
really
I have a visit over to London, it's really painstaking.
See, whenever I have a visit to America, it's the best experience
Oh,
ever.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, good times, good times. But it's going to end a 7-point lead for
They love my
Team
accent
Faze.
there. I think they love your accent here
They
too.
do. It's like a trade-off. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like if we were to just swap lives,
we would both be happy.
well, actually maybe not, because you'd have to pay a lot more.
No,
money,
because I'd
so.
find a great high-paying job and
Actually,
career.
okay.
Because I'm a very intellectual,
Being.
just massive amounts of potential in me. There are all sorts of things in my favor. But there you go. Faze takes down Epsilon in this map. They lead the series now 2-1. They're so close they can taste it now. We're going to get a little serious because, like I said, there are thousands of dollars on the line. There's life-changing money. I don't care how much money you have. Anytime you have a chance to win $400,000 or $100,000 for your person,
that's a lot.
it doesn't matter. Even if you have millions of dollars already and you win $100,000, it's still life-changing. It's going to change something big in your life.
Exactly.
So it's an amazing experience here for a lot of the players. It's great to see the competition. It's going to be a really hard-fought match in this next map that's coming up. It's going to be another domination game mode. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're live from the Call of Duty Championship presented by X.